tying the aspect of calligraphy and also part of your education and teachers, I want to bring it to the conversation that we had recently in a lot more depth, which was when we were discussing about your work, and I did drop the name of Hans Bacher and
Yeah.
how much I see his influence on your work. And I found it interesting when you also asked me, like, as you were also curious to see why it fell that way, and
Yeah.
then we had a conversation about that. So then I found out that you actually have a beautiful relation with Hans Bacher in the past, and you still do. The name's pretty famous. He's one of the like ultra pioneer production designers from the earlier classical Disney times. If you think of the film Mulan, his images pop up in your head immediately. Like just the landscape, the way he would design. It's like he set up the whole aesthetic of what production design for animation and anim- uh, primarily animation looks like, how you understand how to design, how to set up a language for a film, and he has books about it. So we'll get into that portion, but yes,
Yeah,
please
I mean,
continue.
and Hans Becker doesn't need any introduction.
He
I guess
doesn't
his
really
name, his
yeah,
name is enough to know his almost 45 years in production design,
right,
and you just named the director, the best director across the world, right from Steven Spielberg to
yeah,
having more than 20 years in Disney and all the classic films what we know from from Lion King, The Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and you just name it, and
right,
you see his work there.
right,
And now, yes, and I mean, everybody is, hugely inspired by him. And of course, I was not the only one. I was not a left out,
right,
Everybody is a huge fan of Hans's work. And I just say that I'm again a blessed person where I could come in acquaintance with him.
right,
And in 2012, where he had Asifa, India had organized his talk in Bombay.
yeah,
And of course, I didn't miss it. I took the best opportunity to be in that talk. And after that talk,
Asafa was one of the animation festivals, one of the big animation festivals
yes.
in our country. Yeah,
So yes, they had arranged talk of Hans Backer, a special talk, an event on
right,
for his talk, and the whole day he was there, and it was, I think that was one of the memory I will treasure for my life, and
mm,
to see him in person, who I've always seen his work in books and in the articles, and all that, a face in his photographs, but to see him in person and hear him and explain him his own work was mesmerizing. It was literally to see him 2 feet away from me
of course.
was I was speechless that time. And yeah, after that talk, I had Dreamworld's his book, his first book, with me, and to take an autograph on.
Right.
And yeah, I think that was the first meeting with him. And after that talk, I walked to him and said, "Yes, sir, I would love to show you my work and have your insights." And I emailed him my work link and everything. And yeah, since then I'm in touch with him apart. I mean, and been sharing a little bit of work, having him insights, and yeah, I'm really really fortunate to have Hans by my side to guide me, mentor me for some things, and giving me his insights in many many ways, because he is a huge influence of me. When you say that I can see a bit of Hans's influence, is I can connect back to you is because you think similar.
Right.
He is a person who will simplify things. If you read his book, I think he's the only or one of the persons who can explain things very beautifully, who can simplify the thoughts and explain it to you. That simplifying things he is what to say, he is I just put my, I just put everything hands on down to him, like, uh, it's a spiritual journey. When I have crossed those many years after knowing him or showing him, when I met him first, I was this hugely anxious girl, anxiety. I mean, I want to show him this, I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do, I want to join Disney, I want to work for this, I want to do that, blah blah. I was like dozens of things to tell him. And after 10 years or 12 years now, okay, I've done this, I've chosen this, I'm doing this. And it is, you start simplify yourself. And this is what Hans is. He is extremely grounded, extremely modest, and at the same time extremely self-disciplined, and and he's a calligrapher.
Yeah.
So that simplicity of design, and to translate that into design, how calligraphy has helped him to get into, simplifying thought processes, his understanding of camera, his understanding towards life. He has seen so much of life very closely. If you know, I mean, if you want to know more about him, his journey, World War II. I mean, he has seen all that. And coming to US, joining Disney, and working on the classics, and then going back to teaching, and it's a huge thing. And then a person like me going like a very bubbly, want to do what do you say, has no clue. You just want to do multiple things at the same time. To goes to him, and at the same time he calms me down, and it's a journey to 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 what do you say, to simplify things, so that you can has the common thread of being graphic. So as I always say, as you grow, you become graphic.